I love seeing this. I'm standing in front of a field of stubble. You'll notice that it's got snow trap. We're still snow covered. We're in the middle of February right now. We've had a lot of snow melt, but this field is still insulated. It's still protected. Love it. I'm Brunel Sabrin, and you're watching Antera Agronomy TV. Good farmers this year. What I'm holding in my hand here is snert. This is stuff that we collected from the ditch, like what you see here, snow and dirt. We collected a bunch of this, sent it out to the lab, and you know what's in here? There's 160 pounds of nitrogen in some of this topsoil stuff. It's the equivalent of 160 pounds of nitrogen, 80 parts per million of phosphate bicarb. When you think about today's prices at 90 cents a pound Canadian for nitrogen, that's huge dollars that's blowing away in the field. Now this is accumulated. I can't tell you how much came off of that field or how thick or how many pounds per acre exactly. This is concentrated stuff, but this is gold. We do not want to be losing this. Now don't get me wrong, this I love because this means that we're not exposed to that wind erosion anymore. It's estimated that in the 30s and 40s, when we were doing summer fallow, when we didn't have pesticides to control weeds, that we lost half of our topsoil. Well, we've come a long ways till then, and I want to congratulate the farmers that are doing this kind of stuff, that are cognizant that we need to find a better way. And in the last 20 years, technology's really helped us. When you think about straw choppers on the back of combines that can size that residue much better, we've got vertical tillage units, high-speed discs, heavy harrows, etc. So we got the tools that we need to really do more precise tillage, more shallow incorporations, able to mix that residue better into that topsoil. This is a big deal because we need that black topsoil in the spring to warm up the soil so we can get the planting on time. We've got 90 to 120 days up here to grow a crop. The sooner we can get it going in the spring, the longer the season we have, the longer season crops, generally the more yield that we can get. So it's a big thing. We've tried zero till in the past in the Red River Valley. We've got heavy clay soils that don't let water through very easily. That is a problem because you get a mat of straw in there. That's an insulating layer that it just does not let it dry in the spring. You know, it could be the difference between planting in late April versus early June. That's how much of a contrast we can have if we don't manage our residue properly. It's always a thin line of how much stubble can we leave up, but still be able to get on the fields and plant in the spring in a timely fashion. So kudos to the growers that are doing a much better job of managing this, reducing the amount of topsoil loss and wind erosion. Here's a few different pictures. Here's a contrast between two fields. You can see here, there's a line. One of the fields, now these are two different stubbles. One of them was soybeans, one of them was canola. Canola, much easier to incorporate. Soybeans don't leave a whole lot of residue standing up, or there's no residue on the field at all, almost. So those fields tend to be very black, and those are the ones that are more vulnerable to wind erosion. But funny thing is you can see this from space. Here's a sentinel image showing that exact border. You can see when we zoom out and look at the area, you can see there's a lot more fields that are white and that have proper snow cover than fields that don't. So that is a huge feather. That's a huge plus in the industry, in the farmers that are recognizing how to do things better, how to be more sustainable, how to be more efficient, how to keep that valuable topsoil on their field. All of that being said, I do want to recognize that tillage is a necessary evil. So especially when you look at this past fall, we had a very wet harvest. Farmers fought to get their crops off the field. It caused a lot of ruts, a lot of damage, a lot of compaction. So we need to get those kinds of, in those situations, we need to get those fields in shape for spring to be able to plant next season. So that's where often multiple passes with the cultivator are necessary to bury those ruts, to level the fields, to break up, size up residue, etc., etc. So don't get me wrong, tillage sometimes is a necessary evil. It's another tool in the toolbox, but I like that we're seeing more of this and less of that. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way to promoting our channel. We'll catch you in the next one.